Google Sites is a great way for you to create a web page, whether that is for your class to post announcements or to kind of be a hub for resources for your class, whether that's videos or linking out to different assignments, whatnot. It's a great and easy tool. Another good use for it is student portfolios or digital portfolios where students are able to gather some of their best work or their work in progress and be able to share and reflect on that as well. We're going to go through a template of a student portfolio, and then we'll look at how we can just start something from scratch as well. So I've used this template right here called Student Portfolio, and it has a lot of default things in it that I'm able to edit and change. The nice thing about this template though is that it's organized a little bit. I can always copy a page as I need to, and it has a pretty good layout right here. So starting off, it's given me this header image right here, and I'm able to upload or select different images as well. And I would need to just replace this with my name right here. There's a little section where I can write about me, a little bit of writing prompts right there. And this is kind of like an overview right here. What achievements am I proud of? And maybe I insert an image right here. So this is just a placeholder, but I'm able to replace that image. You can see that this is an image placeholder as well, and I can upload an image or select one. So I can give kind of an overview of myself, some of my strengths, some things that I'm hoping to learn or grow on throughout this year. And I can add a footer as well if I want, which would be at the bottom of all of my pages. Okay, but I have some other pages built out right here. Here's a classes page where I can put in the current school year, and I can put in, if I needed to link a Google Calendar, I could put that in there as well. Change the grade, the teacher. I can put the different classes or subjects that I'm going to be adding artifacts to and link them out. I can just put some of my best stuff right here that might be overall, and I have some placeholders here for that and things like that. Okay, but let's jump into one of these classes. Let's jump into math class right here. I can summarize what I'm learning in this class. Here's some different topics that I could do. So if I'm doing something in geometry and I want to demonstrate an artifact, I can put that right here. Just kind of a reflection on what I've learned. And if I would like to, I could insert an image or something from my drive over here so that people can reference that as well. And then I have just these kind of blank placeholders here of different topics. Well, let's check out the art page. Okay, art. Thinking that this might look a little bit different than math in the fact that you're creating things, drawings and whatnot, and you might need to showcase those with pictures. There's all these different projects right here with some placeholders where I can take a picture of that project and then give a description as well. Finally, activities. So any other extracurricular activities that I'm a part of, such as maybe I'm doing an elective for robotics or I'm in band, I can link out to those pages as well. So it's a great way to get students organizing some of their work that they've done and to showcase it, whether that's to you as a teacher, but hopefully to others, maybe classmates, things like that, something that they can build on as well. Well, let's go back and make something from scratch right here so we can kind of get an overview of how this works. I'm going to create a blank site right here, and they all start off looking the same. And that's why it's important to know some of these different features so that you can customize it a bit more and change some things to make it yours. So we want to name it. So maybe it's called Digital Portfolio, and that will change that name right here. And maybe this is my home page. I'm able to change this background image, or I can make it a different type of banner right here. So some different things I could do there. Let's just check out themes. I can change these two different theme types right here with a little bit of color variation and font style, things like that. So I could play around with it a little bit. Not a whole lot of customization, but some. All right, I can insert pretty much anything into a Google site. So some of the basic things that you'll be able to do is text box, images, embedding something. So I can embed another site or a video or anything like that in here to make it live, or adding something from my drive. And you'll notice that if I double click somewhere, I get kind of those same basic options right there. So let's try doing a text box. I click it, it pops in. I have a few different options right here of different styles like heading, subheading, or normal text, bold italics, all those things. I can link out to things. But you'll notice I'm able to resize these things as well. And I have some little like grid markers right here. So that kind of helps me resize things as needed. And when I put my mouse over here, I get that cross with the 4 arrows, and that means that I can move this. So I can move it around here, or I could drop it down, different things like that. Okay, let's click a drive. So when I go to drive, I could take any file or even a folder. I could take this folder and insert the entire folder into my drive so that someone coming here could kind of browse through it a little bit as if they were in Google Drive. So they'd be able to see some different resources and things like that. I could simply just take an image from my drive as well. I could take a slideshow and embed it right here. So I actually selected multiple things. I still have this drive. There's my image, and I have this slideshow. Some things with the slideshow, when I'm actually viewing this on like publish it, I'm able to advance through the slideshow as needed. So I can basically view this slideshow in my web browser. One important thing to note is that when I'm inserting things from Google Drive, the file itself needs to be shared so that anyone with the link can view. I'll show what that looks like if I don't do that. Basically, it will say you don't have access to this. So it's always important to make sure that anyone with the link can view, or if you're just keeping it within the CVC domain, anyone at CVC with the link can view. All right, so there's some of those things. I can also embed something from the web. So if I wanted to put a website on here, like CVC's website, I could take the whole page and put it in here. And now my students, when they come here, they would be able to browse through the CVC website from my site. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'll leave that and we'll look at it a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead though and create a new page. So I go over to pages and press the plus button. And you'll notice that when I hover over the plus button, I have this new page option, and I also have new link. If I choose new link, that's going to navigate me somewhere outside of my website. So for example, I might want to link to cvc.org, and maybe if we're going there, I want to open it in a new tab. You'll notice it puts this link right here. If I look at the top on my nav bar, I can click CVC and it takes me to a new site right here. But I'm able to add a page, and maybe I'll call it class. We'll do done. You notice in the student portfolio that I'm able to add a sub page, so a page underneath a page, like a child page. kind of like within this folder, I'm able to do that as well. So maybe I do math. And you'll notice that class now drops down and I have this option of things that would fall in class. So if you've been navigating the World Wide Web, you probably are familiar with this, but there we go. I'm able to, if I made a mistake, I'm able to drag and reorganize some of these and drop them on another one to make it a subpage. So a few more things. There are some layouts already made, a few different ones. So like I could put in this layout, which has a placeholder right here, a title and some body. I could use this one, which has equally spaced placeholders with the title and body. This one has 3. This one has a big one over here with 2 smaller placeholders. And this one kind of has the side by side right here. Some other things that you're able to insert: collapsible text. This is like where I might have like a big paragraph right here, but I'm able to collapse it so that it doesn't show all at once. An image carousel, so I can add several images and kind of have a slideshow. A button, I can add a button that I can click to take me to another page. A divider, a placeholder, I can just do a YouTube video, I can embed my calendar, and again, anything from Drive right there. Every time I make changes to my site, I do need to press the publish button. To make sure that those changes get updated. We'll notice that I'm just going to add a text box right here and type some words. So now I've made a change. When I press publish, it's going to say, hey, this is your draft. This is what you've just changed right here. And it'll show me all the changes for different pages that I made. This is what you currently have published. Go ahead and preview them to make sure this is what you want to have change. And I can press the publish button right there. I can add a collaborator. So if I press this plus button right here, I'm able to add someone else who can edit this. Or I could just share the link to the public or to the site. So in this example, it's published so that anyone at CVC can do it. I'm going to change it to public. I'm able to use this icon right here to preview it. So I could see what it looks like on a desktop, what it would look like on a tablet, and what it would look like on a phone. All right, let's go and see what this looks like. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to open it in an incognito window so that I am not logged into anything. Okay, and I just see all those different placeholders. Let's see, there's that picture. You'll notice this is a file right here, that Google slide that I did not share. So I have not shared that Google slide so that anyone with the link can view. So this is the error message that I get. So if you ever see this, it means you did not share it properly. And the same with that folder. So here's the CVC website. You can notice that I'm able to navigate in this website to see different things. And by clicking it, it does take me out into the new page right there. But I'm able to just quickly see things. I can even play this video within the embedded site right here. I could scroll through this image library as well. So there you have it. Basically, Google Sites, it's kind of drag and drop, and what you see is what you get. It makes it super easy, super accessible for you to create sites, for your students to create sites, showcasing what they know, whether that's for a specific project or for your class as well. So I hope you'll consider using Google Sites as a way for students to demonstrate their learning.